kababayan today. Ako po si G. Tonji at simulan na natin ang ating programa with Immigration Updates with Reeves, Miller, Zhang, and Diza.
This immigration update is brought to you by Reeves, Miller, Zhang, and Diza, a professional law corporation.
Pag-usapan na natin ito para sa mga kababayan natin na hindi alam ano ba itong 601A Provisional Waiver or 601A Expansion.
Ito yung mga beneficiaries na nasa United States na hindi pwedeng makakuha ng green card or what we call makapag-adjust ng status dahil sa manner of entry nila.
Okay.
Meaning sabihin yung pumasok sila dito, as alam mo yung mga nag-jump ship, right? They were given as a crewman visa, right, to join a ship and work there, pero hindi sila tumuloy, o hindi na tumuloy na magtrabaho, hindi bumalik, nag-jump ship. O yung pangalawa, ito yung mga pinetition as fiancé, or tinatawag natin ni K1, right? And then hindi pinakasalan, or pinakasalan, hindi nag-file ng adjustment. Or yung mga kababayan natin, or from Mexico, for example, na nag-cross the border. So even this kind of people are able to marry United States citizen, hindi sila pwedeng magkakuha ng green card or makapag-adjust sa Amerika.
Okay. Now, who will benefit from this kind of waiver?
Ito yung mga lista ng mga tao na banggit kanina. So sila yung mga types of people who are able to apply for this. So instead of nung bago i-implement itong policy na to, G, ang gagawin kasi is ipepetition sila ng asawa nila, right?
Opo.
Then uwi sa Pilipinas. Pag uwi ng Pilipinas or sa home country nila, doon pa lang sila mag-a-apply ng waiver.
Aha.
Now, that waiver, you have to prove extreme hardship. Pag na-deny ka, 10-year bar ka.
10-year bar,
Oo.
ibig po sabihin nun, 10 taon na hindi makakabalik sa
Correct.
Amerika.
Correct. So, ito yung 601A waiver, kinukure yan. So, instead na umuwi sila sa home country nila, magpa-file sila ng provisional waiver habang nasa Amerika sila, kasama ang asawa, kasama ang pamilya. Pag na-approve yung waiver na yan, doon pa lang sila ipaprocess at hintayin yung interview. So, pag na-interview na halimbawa sa embassy, doon sila uuwi, mag-schedule sila para umuwi na, magpa-medical exam and do the interview at the embassy, and then pipick upin na lang or may interview, and then they'll be entering here as a lawful permanent resident.
Okay.
Yun ang kinaganda ng provisional waiver. Because before this waiver, pag umuwi ka sa Pilipinas, as sinasabi ko, nag-overstay ka na.
Sabihin na natin, marami tayong mga kababayan na nag-overstay, di ba?
Correct.
Nag-expire na yung visa, hindi bumalik.
Correct.
Nag-stay dito. Dati, ang tawag dyan, TNT.
Correct.
Di ba? Hindi na natin tinatawag silang TNT. Ngayon, undocumented.
Correct. That's the
ang
proper
tawag
term.
sa kanila,
Yes.
di ba? Okay, so sabihin na natin, nag-overstay sila. Paano nga yun?
Well, yung overstay kasi may iba't ibang klase yan. Yung nag-overstay ka ng more than 6 months pero less than 1 year. So for example, nabigyan ka hanggang January 1 lang, then umuwi ka ng June 2. That's more than 6 months, right? But less than 1 year, 3-year bar ka. Pag umuwi ka, nagtitrigger lang naman yung...
Meron talagang 3-year bar na kung
Oo.
pag nag-overstay ka, malalaman nila na hindi ka pwedeng bumalik
Correct.
for 3 years.
Correct, Chi. But that only triggers the bar pag umuwi ka. Right?
Paano kung hindi ka na umuwi? Dito ka na.
Yun nga eh. So kung halimbawa more than 1 year naman yung overstay but umuwi ka, yun yung 10-year bar.
Aha.
So ito ngayon pumapasok yung sinasabi ko na kahit nag-asawa silang citizen, ayaw nilang umuwi, gusto ko dito, kasama ko ang pamilya ko, they won't be able to adjust their status. Yun ang problema. Dahil nga the manner of entry, they won't be able to adjust here. But the good thing about with this provisional waiver, okay, President Obama really pushed for this, and it's a good thing that the immigration adopts and made a policy. And they said, okay, we allow you, your spouse to file a petition for you, right, and file a waiver. Now, file a waiver while you're with your spouse, but then the process will take the process, then you get the interview, go home.
Ay, kailangan bumalik sa Pilipinas. Ngayon ang tanong, gaano katagal?
That's really a good question kasi ayaw natin yung mababan ka doon ng 10 years, right? Maraming mga kliyente na natakot umuwi, ba't pa ka uuwi? But the thing is, kung ang violation mo lang is overstay, let's say nag-jump ship ka, crewman, or K1, nag-overstay ka lang. Kung yun lang ang violation mo, wala ka dapat ikatakot. Right? So, pag uwi mo ng Pilipinas, ang minimum namin is like one month, makakabalik na sila.
Okay.
So what's gonna happen is that process the case while you're in the US, hintay mo lang yung interview mo sa Pilipinas or sa home country mo, right? And then do the medical 2 weeks before that and go to the interview. If everything else is okay, they'll issue you the visa and come back right away and reunite with your family.
Okay.
Yun ang kinaganda niyan.
Oo, maganda nga yun, pero nakakatakot naman talaga para sa kababayan na isipin na kailangan kong umalis. Paano kung hindi na ako pabalikin?
That's true. That's why kailangan yung mga kliyente maging, sabihin lang ang totoo. Kasi ang problema, ang wini-waive lang ng 601A waiver is yung overstay mo. So kung meron kang other violations, like hindi ka pwede mag-avail nito G kung meron kang criminal records.
Oo.
Right? So,
Paano kung marami kang ticket over speeding, parking violation? Okay lang ba yun?
Okay lang yan. Okay lang yan.
Kasi
Well,
hindi criminal yun.
correct. Oo.
Okay.
At saka wag ka lang, you commit a felony, wag lang mga yun. Domestic violence, drug abuse, drug, selling, yun ang mga hindi nakaka-avail ng 601A waiver.
Okay, I understand. O sige, yung expansion naman of the provisional waiver, pag-usapan natin yan.
Ito ang kinaganda ng 601A dahil this only applies for immediate relative. Yung definition ng immediate relative sa immigration applies only to spouse.
Aha.
So kung may asawa ka lang, doon ka lang makapag-avail.
Oo.
Yung expansion, it applies to yung mga overstay. So for example, meron kang green card holder ka, right? May anak kang nag-21.
Oo.
So ang waiting time, alam natin 10 years yan.
Opo.
Now, kung overstay sila, hindi rin sila makakuha ng green card. So kahit sabihin natin, attorney, hintayin ko na lang dito yung
Oo.
green card ko for 10 years.
Oo.
Maghintay ako okay lang ako maghintay ng 10 taon, di ba?
Oo.
Pero ang problema dyan, maghintay pa sila ng 10 years G, they won't be able to adjust because they overstay.
Aha.
Now, the 601A expansion, which is under publication. So
Okay.
hindi pa implemented. But
Okay.
we are pushing for the implementation because it helps a lot of our kababayan na overstay. So yung sinasabi ko sa iyo na petition ng 10 taon might be able to apply din ng waiver.
Okay.
Kasi napakahirap nila makakuha ng green card kung overstay. There's no way for them to adjust their status kahit nakapaghintay pa sila ng 10 taon.
Pwede po kayong magtanong. Libre naman po magtanong. Di ba po?
That's true, G. Libre ang in-house office consultation. At the same time, very reasonable ang price namin. Meron kaming payment plans din kung may mga kaso. And in addition to that nga pala, yung mga nandito na may mga magulang naman or may mga parents na pwede mag-petition sa kanya, alam natin that a lot of people would say, maghintay pa ako ng 10 years, 12 years, 20 years. It's better to file something because, itong provisional expansion, provisional waiver will help you, in the future. You can avail of this soon.
Oo, ayan. Okay, maraming salamat, Attorney Flomy. Sana po, bumalik kayo dito sa Kababayan Today.
Anytime, Gia. Thank you so much for having me again. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ayan po, at magbabalik kami here on Kababayan Today. Don't go away.